They've really got into it, the fans here at Mandalay Bay. They've got their favourite.
Well, I'm not a great deal of quality at the moment, but you can't expect that 35-year-old, 42-year-old in the pace they've fought at. Not a great deal of quality. Another round, I think the little bit of quality there is coming from Hopkins. Wright's forcing himself, trying to pump the punches out, but it's looking like a real struggle for him. Hopkins digging them in again.
Yeah, Hopkins with a rally, but he's left it late in a round again. Not enough, surely. And Winky Wright, who said he has no intention of fighting the light heavyweight champions like his friend Chad Dawson and Clinton Woods back home. He wants to go straight back down and try and tempt Oscar De La Hoya into a fight. Is proving the weight is not a big factor.
Let's go even right now, Wink, I'm telling you. Only because he's running his hands on the inside. 3 minutes. Give me some room. Fuck. Give me some room. We need this round.
We need this round.
Daryl, give me some water.
Say the team. Remember, Bernard Hopkins is part of the Golden Boy promotional stable, and they're putting on this show, Jim.
Yeah, I don't think we want to look at it from that angle. The box is in a bad enough state without looking at that. Hopefully we'll get a fair decision here. But Winky Wright has learned from bitter experience not to coast in the last round of a fight. He learned that against Jermaine Taylor. So, when Hopkins looked by far the stronger in the 11th round, I have him 1 point up again. So I have everything hinging on the last round here.
The crowd clap. Final round. The old Warriors. Sweat-stained blue trunks of Bernard Hopkins. And the livelier footwork of Ronald Winky Wright. How have the judges got this? And who is going to win the war and the day? Trying to push out the jab again. Winky Wright, blood continues to trickle from that cut eye from the 3rd round.
I think Wright is really struggling with the pace here, complaining again to the referee. I tell you, a point deduction at this stage of the fight would certainly come in handy. Hopkins bullying him a little bit, roughing him up in this round. Hopkins looking at just a little bit livelier in the 12th round here.
Ragged there from Winky Wright. But he wants this so badly.
Good right hand
shaker
from Hopkins.
There. Late on here. Good work from Bernard Hopkins.
Well, Wright certainly not coasting in this last round, but he's showing a bad target to Hopkins. Shipped a couple of good solid right hands. There goes another one.
Sweet shot from Bernard Hopkins, who's coming on strong late on. It's not been a tactical chess match. They have both given it their all, and that is great for boxing.
Yep, thankfully it's not been a letdown. It's been quite the opposite. Maybe even better than we hoped it would be. Wright still driving himself forward. But so far in this round, I've liked the solid shots coming from Hopkins. Both obviously struggling with the pace. Another little chopping right hand from Hopkins.
Unbelievable that Hopkins can still do this at this age. Has he left it too late? Did Winky Wright get enough of those middle rounds? Good start, good finish from Hopkins. Dan Birmingham raising his hands in the blue corner alongside us. Bell's going to go any second. Winky Wright and Bernard Hopkins hold their arms aloft. Who will get the decision? Got to be tight, Jim.
It's got to be tight. I've given it to Hopkins by a couple of points. I had him winning the last couple of rounds. The early rounds are what has won it in my card for Hopkins. You can see 1-1-5, 1-1-3 in Hopkins' favour. Wouldn't surprise me a split decision here because Wright put so much into this. I like the quality boxing in the first half of the fight from Hopkins. Wright had a huge drive in the middle rounds, but for me, Hopkins dug in that little bit better in the later rounds when Wright was struggling with the pace.
Harold Lederman for HBO has got it a draw. I think Nicky Piper back in the studio said that would be the bet of the night. I think you could get about 28 to 1 on that. Yeah, well, that wouldn't surprise me, but actually it does surprise me if Harold Lederman had Winky Wright so far in front in the early stages. I mean, the middle rounds for me were definitely Winky Wright's. That was his strong part, so you would think he would have had him pretty comfortably in front. But I like the quality in Hopkins' work for most of the fight. Wright put so much into it, full credit to him. If he gets the result tonight, I would certainly not begrudge it, but I feel I was more impressed by the work that Hopkins put in. Hopkins looks the happier camper as he nicked it late on. Very good start and game plan. Wright certainly rattled him in the middle rounds. Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Mandalay Bay, we go to the scorecards. Glenn Hamada, 116, 112. Dave Moretti, 117, 111. And Glenn Trowbridge, same score, 117 to 111. All to the winner by unanimous decision. And still, light heavyweight champion of the world from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
Well, maybe they're scoring a little bit kind to Bernard, but he had the same winner as me. I don't bother about point scoring as long as the right man gets the verdict. So I think everybody goes home happy.
Very wide to Bernard Hopkins. Winky Wright will be upset about that. But at 42, how does he still do it, Hopkins? Incredible.
It could have gone either way, but at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Bernard